I am here to make sure that you don't look like a total dweeb when you snowboard. Snowboard fashion is kind of crazy. There are the people that try to look super cool when they're snowboarding, and then other people that don't take it so seriously. I'd say I'm a little in between. I definitely love fashion. I like to look good on the slopes, but I'm not gonna wear something so extravagant that people are like, what the hell? I think to pull those things off, you need to be a really good snowboarder, and I do not claim to be a really good snowboarder.
Oh no, I hope I don't fall.
So, especially in women's snowboard fashion, there are quite a few brands that we can look into. I'd say there are the contemporary brands, there are the heritage brands, and there are the luxury brands. And they do kind of overlap and intersect in some ways. Let's pull up a Venn diagram, shall we? So I think those contemporary brands are the brands like Dope Snow, Snowverb, Montec, Halfdays. We'll talk about Halfdays. They kind of fall into a few categories, but the contemporary ones that may have lower quality, sometimes cooler designs. And then there are the more heritage brands that have been around for a long time in snowboarding, like North Face, Patagonia, brands that also long history in this sport, like Helly Hansen, Burton, Roxy. Helly Hansen, I have never worn, I have never purchased, but I see a lot of people on the slopes wearing Helly Hansen, and I know a lot of people that do ski competitions wear them because I for sure know that it's like technical, it's warm. The snowboard jackets, they have only a few styles. Like there's not a ton of options here. I guess they have, different colorways. They have this big bulky logo that's always on it. I don't love their logo. Here we have North Face, a wild website already. They are super technical. Like they do all outdoor sports. Here we go. We have some styles here. I actually last year was looking for a new jacket and I purchased from North Face and I ended up returning it because it didn't fit very well. I felt like it was more of a men's fit. Like it didn't go out at the hips and it was really tight at the hips, so it just didn't look great. I do like their color blocking, especially on the pockets, but who's gonna pay $450 for the jacket and then another whatever, say the pants are about the same, you're paying $900 for a whole set? That's like very expensive. I guess if you're going out every day, maybe. I did used to have one of their puffer jackets when I was younger. It was like a light blue, sky blue puffer jacket, and I did wear it snowboarding. This was so long ago. I think the styles are okay, but the fit I have problems with, especially being curvier. Let's look at Halfdays. If you don't know this company, it was actually started by an Olympian. Here's the About Us page. I'll give you a little look. We started Halfdays in 2020, setting out on a mission to bring more women to the mountains. Olympian founded and Colorado-based. First brand to take an entirely women-first approach to technical ski wear, and I love that, and I really wanted to love them. I really wanted to love them, you guys. I did, and I think the styles are so cute, and I love the colors. They do have activewear as well, but since this is a snowboarding video, I'm just going to be talking about outerwear. The jacket that I purchased was this Aston jacket, and wow, this model's skinny. It did not look like that on me, first of all. I do like this brown color, and the blue is nice too. I don't think they have the color that I purchased anymore here in stock, and it just wasn't warm enough. I had it for one season and I sold it, and I had bought it on sale. There's no way you're gonna catch me spending $500 on a snowboard jacket. And I thought because it was, you know, made by an Olympian and everything, I probably should have looked at like the warmth rating because it just wasn't warm enough. I think this is super cute. They are, I think, changing snowboard and ski style for women. I think they're doing a great job in terms of design. Like, it looks great. I've seen a lot of people on the mountain with this exact jacket in different colors. So they do have matching pants. They have a puffer jacket. I do have their pants. I think it's the Alessandra pants, and I bought them in black. And although they're not as warm as my REI pants, I put a layer underneath, and with a warm jacket, I am okay. So I'm keeping the pants. They're high-waisted. I like the design a lot. The designs are like really clean. They don't have patterns. They just have different colors. It looks like they've reduced their colorways, which is a little unfortunate. And you've basically seen all the designs. There's not a lot yet. I think this might be a new one, the heady belted puffer. That's cute. I wonder if this is warmer. This might be a newer drop. Oh, this is warmer. Okay, wow. That is a lot warmer. Okay, I stand corrected. Wow. This must be new. I wonder if people were complaining. But I did like that it had the phone case here, like the phone band. So I like to, you know, take some video. And when you're on the ski lift, you don't want your phone to fall. So it has this band that's like attached to the inside of the pocket, which is super helpful. Okay, I would actually try this again because it's super cute. So we're going to just like keep that bookmarked until it goes on sale, because there's no way I'm not paying $600 for a jacket. I'm just not going to do it. So Dope Snow is one of those contemporary, more like fast fashion brands. When I wore this Dope Snow jacket, I wore it more as a shell on like Big Bear days, where it was kind of like spring days and I just wanted like a waterproof layer. Look, $66. Like, you're not gonna find that kind of pricing. And it's not bad. You just have to know like what it's for, what kind of days you're gonna use this for. No insulation, so it's just like a waterproof layer. Dry tech, fully taped seams. Well, I would sure hope so. Style wise, they do have some really cool styles, honestly. Like, I like this color blocking. I guess I'm really into the color blocking. And they have like a little bit more of like a streetwear vibe. I think you're gonna find some more prints and patterns and colors and just like some more uniqueness to some of their designs. Like this. Let's look at something that maybe has some insulation. A lot of them are Arcteryx, so you don't have a zipper, which is kind of annoying to pull over your head, which is another reason that I got rid of mine. It's an actual jacket. I do love this color. Medium weight insulation. Okay, so this definitely would not be warm enough for me. Something to look at other than style, because I've made that mistake clearly with the Halfdays jacket, is the taped seams, the features that it has. You want like a zipper in the sleeve to put your pass in so you can just swipe when you go through those bars. So this is, I think, more of like a fashion jacket or something that you're gonna have to heavily layer with. And if you're okay with that and you run kind of hot, then maybe this is the jacket for you. But I am always like running cold, and so this just wouldn't be warm enough. Let's see this with the, what's this warmth rating? Why is it so 200? Okay, so they do have stuff that is a lot heavily insulated. 200 all over. Oh, and it's only 240. Well, you would be very warm in that. They definitely have a range, and I think that's something to just take into consideration when you're searching. I mean, for the price point, these are very economical. Just know you're purchasing from like very fast fashion and a trendy brand that, you know, hasn't been around for very long. 2006 by two brothers, Emil and Linus. Struggled to find quality gear to ride in, and they started their own brand. Montec is actually like the brother-sister brand of Dope Snow. So let's take a look. I think their styles are very similar and they have the same models, but it's, I mean, to me, it's like nearly the same, just with a different logo. Pricing is quite similar, maybe a little bit higher here. Snow is a little cooler than Montec if you're gonna go like kind of the streetwear-ish route. We cannot talk about snowboard fashion without talking about Arcteryx. Arcteryx started in 1989, so they are one of those more heritage brands, but I feel like they didn't become popular until more recently. So just right here, they have free ride and resort. That's how you know they're serious about their technology. These are very expensive. $800 for a jacket, $600 for pants, $750 for bibs. Style-wise, I'm not too impressed with them, but I know they have the tech, and that's why you would purchase from Arcteryx. I don't know. If you're gonna spend $1,000 basically on a jacket, this is not what I personally would buy. Product details. Origin of fabric being China, origin of dyeing being China. Interesting. Let's talk about Burton. Burton, obviously a heritage brand. They've been around forever. Burton AK is specifically for like snowboarding and skiing and designed to be more technical in that way. So I do love that they have that. Not crazy about their designs. I'll be honest with you, it's hard to find like something that I really love. And that's why I was so excited about Halfdays, because I do think their designs are really sophisticated when it comes to snowboarding and skiing. Something that the industry really definitely needed. I mean, this one's okay. You know, I'm a sucker for some color blocking, but I do love the tan and the black together. But, you know, they could be a little bit more innovative in their patterns, their designs. I feel like this would probably fit well. You do want like a longer jacket to kind of cover your rear end, especially if you're not wearing bibs underneath. So I do like the length on this. I do really like Roxy. I bought one of their jackets this season, and I bought it because it was really warm, it was longer, it covered, you know, like my butt, and the designs are cute. They're more feminine. They have the Roxy by Chloe Kim collection as well. The jacket that I bought was really warm. I wore it in Colorado and I was really happy with it. And so I bought another one when they went on sale, and I haven't purchased it yet. It's a little bit of a more lightweight jacket, so I think it'll be better for the days that aren't like blistering cold. But look at this puffy. Like, that is just so cute. It's just something different. Like, why aren't other brands doing more creative stuff? I do like a lot of these, to be honest with you. Like, this is really cute too. Oh, I love this Chloe Kim jacket. This is really cute. I don't know that I saw this one. It's like denim almost. Very fun. But I try not to, well, I did just buy a dark jacket, but I try to do something that like my friends are going to see me on the mountain and be able to recognize me. So when people go for the all black, I'm like, why? Like, why? So many people wear that, and it's really hard to recognize people when you're standing in the lift line. Roxy has some really cute stuff. This Volcom is more like street skate, so it has that kind of inspiration, and I actually really like the style of their jackets too. Women's snow jackets, like, these are just really fun. I think like this color blocking, again, color blocking has been just such a huge thing the past few years, but they have some other patterns here. 686, I think, are known for introducing the Hydra pack within the jacket. About this, but I wouldn't want to be riding with like extra weight in my jacket, and then also the Hydra packs tend to sometimes freeze. Be like, because I have done this before, put like a Hydra pack in my pocket and it freezes, and I'm just riding around with like an ice block in my pocket. Someone has actually used the jacket with the Hydra pack. Maybe they can comment and let me know how it was for them. I do think they have some nice styles. I like that their zippers go up to the side so it's not right under your chin. I haven't purchased from them, but I would. They have collabs with different artists, so they're always dropping something like fun and new. Let's go into luxury. Montec is obviously one. So they're saying ski, they're not saying ski and snowboard. So they do have, well, this is, yeah. I mean, whenever I see someone in a Montclair $3,000 jacket going down the mountain, I'm like, you have to be really good to wear that, because if you're following in your Montclair jacket, which I would, these are all pretty similar. Obviously, they're stylish, they're monotone, you know, they don't have a lot of patterns here. Luxury snowwear, you get what you get. Is it worth paying the $3,000, $3,500 price tag for? You tell me. When it comes to luxury, we also have Aztec Mountain, and these are very clean. They're belted, monotone colors mostly, except for maybe like a few prints. And, you know, they aight. But you got some puffers, gotta have the puffer. I love this jacket too. It looks great. It looks really nice. It really does. But how practical is that? You're gonna get snow. It's short. You're gonna get snow up all in everywhere if you fall. So I hope you guys really liked this video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.